I got really into running later in life. I had my first marathon when I was 30, and I fell in love with running. And so in along that path, one of my co-founders, Ben, and I were training together for a big race, and we talked about how there was no running brands in the world that we thought represented fun and fashion. And so that was kind of the seed. And so from there, we kind of started thinking about things. And since I had started companies before, like I have an ideation process, and I realized in about a 6-month period that everybody I knew that ran was not wearing expensive running sunglasses. They were wearing just normal eyewear. And so really we had a problem. And the problem that we saw in the market was running sunglasses are ugly, they're expensive, and they're over-engineered. And so our company was based on solving that problem, making them fashionable, affordable, and all run without the extra bullshit. And so we simply just saw a problem in the market that we were connected to, and then went down the path of creating a solution. I always tell people the last thing the world needs is another lifestyle brand. I think starting we're an active eyewear brand. We're now big enough, Nicole, that we are reached the masses. But we in 2017 we had this crossroads of, are we a run brand or are we an eyewear brand? And we realized we are an eyewear brand. And so then we had Run Goodr. So then we launched Beast Goodr, which is for the CrossFit athlete. Then Bike Goodr, Golf Goodr, Game Goodr. And we consider ourselves an active sunglass brand. And so although we have mass consumer appeal, I don't believe we're a lifestyle brand. And I'm very wary of taking us down that path, because if you speak to everyone, you are actually speaking to no one. But we have those 5 consumer bases. So we have the runner, the cyclist, the golfer, the gamer, the CrossFit athlete. And so those are our 5 market areas that we go into. But really, we'll take run, for example. We Olympians and world record holders and PGA players wear our product, but we make our product for the 5K runner, or the casual golfer, because we just really felt like it was underserved. So many brands talk about the elitism and all these benefits and features that nobody really cares about. And so for us, like, we want to make something for the everyday person that they can approach it. I want people to feel like they have to run a 7-minute mile to wear our product. If you show up and run, you're a runner, and that's good enough for us. And so we really focus on those athletes and the amateur side of it. From the beginning, we kind of have 2 areas we work with. We're 1% for the planet, which is we give 1% of our top line revenue to things that benefit the earth. So we're carbon neutral. We gave a lot to help the fire relief last year. And what we realized in Black Lives Matter is we were doing a lot for earth and animals and environment, and we thought we could be doing better for people and human rights. And so we want to bring awareness to things that we believe in. And so moving forward, we have this thing coming up called the Amplified series. So we are picking different groups. People internally actually get to nominate organizations to work with, and we want to so like last year we paired with Special Olympics, and 100% of the proceeds go to the Special Olympics. And as we move forward, we're going to be doing a handful of partnerships a year. We give all the money to the partnership, and really for us, it's twofold. We want to obviously give them money. We don't want to profit off it, but we want to, more importantly, just raise awareness with our community. We have a really big community now, and we can't control what goes on in the world, right? The world's a big place, but we can control what goes on inside our room, our walls, and our customers. And so moving forward, we have a really active plan to bring awareness to different human rights groups. And so next year, I think we have 6 partnerships we're rolling out. And a big thing we want to stay away from is virtue signing. We want to get out in front of it and talk about things that are important to us and our staff, and go from there. And and so that'll be our long-term focus. Will be earth and animals on one side, people and human rights on the other. Actually, when I was putting together the talk, I realized, I'll talk about our brand and culture and how we got here, but I took a step back, and I'm a big believer in I'm there to serve the listener. And so it's actually not for me, it's for you. And so I asked people at goodr who have recently graduated college, some of our interns, like, hey, if you're in school, like, what would you love to hear about? And what are some issues you're facing? And I heard kind of three things pretty consistently. This feeling of uncertainty of, all right, everything's been laid out. So like now you're gonna be going into the real world, how to deal with uncertainty, how to process failure and how to persevere. And then really at the end of the day, making sure, I heard a lot of people say like, hey, this idea of hustling for self-worth or doing things for others. And so that's living and work with purpose. So the three things I'm gonna really talk about is how to thrive in uncertainty, because uncertainty is going to be there for the rest of your life. So let's handle it now. How to cultivate perseverance. Like perseverance is actually, it's a learned skill. So how to do that. And then how to love your work over the results. Because at the end of the day, I could work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and the work never gets done. And there is no win. I just love getting up every day and doing what I do. And so how can I help other people find the joy in what they do? And so I'm really going to focus on tell stories and lessons I've learned that center around those three things: thriving uncertainty, cultivating perseverance, and living and working with purpose.